This is the most important thing that you have to remove from your life if you want to be healthier. Toxins. They come in many different shapes and forms, and they're everywhere in our modern world. From the food we eat, to the water we drink, the air we breathe, all the way to the clothes we wear and the products we put in our skins. Our bodies have an innate detoxification system through the liver, kidneys, and skin that can deal with some of these toxins. But nowadays, we're exposed to so many of them and from so many different sources that the bodies cannot deal with it. Before I get into any detoxification tips, specific supplements, or protocols, it's very important that we first remove the main sources of exposure. Number one, agrochemicals. Now, these are sprayed in our crops to make sure that small insects, plants, and other plagues die so that farmers have better yields. The problem is that they're also toxic to us. The best way to avoid them is to eat certified organic food whenever possible because it cannot be sprayed with those chemicals. Number two, seed oils. These are oils that are made from pressing the seeds of plants, and the most famous ones include soybean, canola, sunflower, and safflower. Now, in the extraction process and when heated, they develop lots of lipid peroxides, which are basically oxidized fat molecules that cause all sorts of trouble and inflammation in your body. Best way to avoid them is to stop eating fried foods at restaurants, and also at home, opt for coconut oil, butter, tallow, or lard when cooking. Number three, microplastics. And the best way to avoid these is to stop drinking out of plastic bottles and eating out of plastic containers. Always opt for glass or metal instead. Another quick tip is to stop wearing lots of polyester clothes and opt for cotton. Number four, heavy metals. These are your arsenic, mercury, cadmium, and lead, as well as aluminum in certain cases. Best way to avoid them is to limit your seafood consumption to twice a week. And when you do consume fish, avoid bigger and predatory fish like tuna and swordfish, and opt for smaller ones like mackerel and sardines that accumulate less of these metals. Number five, chemicals in self-care and home products. These are parabens, phthalates, fragrances, and benzenes. And there are many of your beauty products like shampoos, conditioners, soaps, perfumes, and so on. Always opt for the more natural versions of these and look for labels that say fragrance-free, no parabens, and no phthalates. And lastly, forever chemicals, PFAs. And these are mostly present in Teflon non-stick pans, and they have been proven to give you cancer. There's actually a whole lawsuit going on in the US because of that. So if you're still cooking in a non-stick Teflon pan, ditch that and switch to stainless steel immediately. The point of this video is not to scare anyone, because the attitude of, oh my god, I can't live, there's too many things out there coming to get me, is actually worse than consuming any of these things in the first place. Do your best to reduce your exposure to these toxins on a daily basis, but remember that your best changes every day, and that's fine, and you're not gonna die if you eat from a plastic container here and then. So do your best to remove those toxins from your life, and your health is gonna start improving real soon.